porch light is a tiny star, calling us into the warmth of the wood and the walls where we've been. It's the shortest walk, just a minute or two, from the edge of the field to the home that we knew. But the air is too soft and the mood is too bright to go inside and say goodbye to the light. Let's leave the porch for the moths and the glow. There's a hidden path where the wild roses grow. It's double the distance and double the time, but I've got your hand tucked safely in mine. So let's take the long way round, over the hill and the fallow ground, past the old oak tree where the shadows play, turning our backs on the end of the day. I don't care if the dinner gets cold on the plate, I just want 5 more minutes at the garden gate. Yeah, let's take the long way around. Tell me that story, the one from the start, while the crickets are playing the beat of my heart. There's no arms to meet and there's nowhere to be, just the winding road and the way you see me. The straight line is boring, the straight line is fast, but the curves are the places where memories last. The house isn't going anywhere, love is waiting right there with the rafters above. But this specific breeze and that specific sky were only here once before they pass by. So let's take the long way around, over the hill and the fallow ground, past the old oak tree where the shadows play, turning our backs on the end of the day. I don't care if the dinner gets cold on the plate, I just want 5 more minutes at the garden gate. Yeah, let's take the long way round. Just one more time, a little more time. Don't reach for the handle, just stay on the line. The sheets are a river, tangled and deep, where you're still drifting in the ocean of sleep. propped on my elbow, just watching you breathe, while the night starts to pack up and silently leave. Outside the window, the world's turning gray, and the big weeping willow is starting to sway. She's waking up slow, just a shiver of green, the prettiest secret that I've ever seen. It's a holy kind of quiet, it's a gift I can't keep, to stand at the edge of your beautiful sleep, while the sun starts to reach for the edge of the floor, and the shadows go sneaking right under the door. It's the willow's first breath in the morning air, and the lights catching tangles of gold in your hair. The world is beginning, but I'm standing still, while the wind tries its wings on the crest of the hill. I'm the god of the morning, the ghost in the moon, watching the day start to blossom like doom. In the willow's first breath, the branches are brawling like they're saying a prayer for the peace in your heart and the stillness we share. You don't know where I'm looking, don't know I'm here, but I'm holding this morning and keeping it near. I stay in the silence, I stay in the dark, until the first robin in the first morning lark. Sometimes the loudest I love you is said without any words by the side of the bed. Just being the one who is awake to behold the turning of silver to a shimmering gold. It's the willow's first breath in the morning air, and the lights catching tangles of gold in your hair. The world is beginning, but I'm standing still, while the wind tries its flings on the crest of the hill. I'm the god of the morning, the ghost in the room, watching the day start to blossom and path where the maples turned red, but the world went to sleep in a white velvet bed. I can't see the bridge, and I can't see the pine. I can't see the ridge or the old county line. The farmhouse has vanished, the road is a ghost, but I'm holding the thing that I've always loved most. The air is a curtain, the sky is a blur. Everything's quiet, not a wing or a stir. We're standing on the edge where the water runs deep. In a secret the valley is trying to keep. There's a fog between us and the rest of the town. A heavy white stars is settling down. I can't see the future, I can't see the past, but I see your eyes, and I want this to last. Yeah, the world disappeared, but I'm making a fuss, 'cause there's nothing but love in the fog between us. Solid and you, the only direction I'm able to feel. The creek is a home and the vapor is thick, like a magic trick played by a candle's last wick. Let the map disappear, let the compass go blind. As long as you're here, I don't think that I never lifts, if the sun never breaks, if we're lost in the middle of our own mistakes, I'd stay in this cloud, I'd stay in this break, as long as the world stays a lifetime away. There's a fog between us and the rest of the town. The heavy white silence settling down. I can't see the future, I can't see the past, but I see your eyes, and I want this to last. Yeah, the world disappeared, but I'm making a fuss, 'cause there's nothing but love in the fog between us. Just you and me in the white, no morning, no night, only us in the fog between us. You gotta smudge your garden, earth on your chin, and the kind of smile that lets the whole world in. You're not posing for a picture, you're just standing there with the tangled golden highlights in your messy hair. You're wearing faded denim and some beat-up boots, deeply grounded in these old country roots. I've seen the neon lights in the city glow, but they don't have the magic that you already know. The birds stop their singing just to hear you laugh. You're the only masterpiece like a sign on a weather-worn barn. You're the heartbeat of the valley, the soul of the farm. No diamonds could sparkle like the look in your eyes underneath the ceiling of these big open skies. I wouldn't change a shadow, I wouldn't change a thing. You're the only kind of perfect that the world could bring. You know the name of every wildflower in the field, and you know the secret that the clover has concealed. You don't need a mirror to tell you who you are. You're brighter than an orb or any other star, watching you up where the tall grass sways is the only thing I want for the rest of my days. They can keep the silver and they can keep the gold. I've got a hand that's warm and a story to be told. You're all, you're real, you're the morning dew, and I'm just a lucky man who gets to love you. Oh, you're perfect, like the sun on a weather-worn barn. You're the heartbeat of the valley, the soul of the farm. No diamonds could sparkle like the look in your eyes underneath the ceiling of these big open skies. I wouldn't change a shadow, I wouldn't change a thing. You're the only kind of perfect that the world could bring. Just perfect in your boots and your grace. The only heaven I need is the light on your face. The frost is climbing up the window glass. The wind is cutting through the meadow grass. Out there the thistles were a crown of thorns, guarding the edges of the early morn. The world is jagged and it's bitter cold, a story written in a script too old. But the door is shut against the gale. The iron bolt is a holy grail, and everything sharp just fades away the moment that I hear you say my name. 'Cause out there it's thistles on needles and stone, a wild lonesome valley we've always known. But in here it's velvet, it's cotton and skin. This is the place where the soft mist begins. Yeah, the world is a briar, a tangled design, but in here it's velvet, and you are mine. Your heartbeat is a rhythm I can finally trust, moving like shadows in the morning dust. I'll wrap the blankets like a heavy shield to keep out the ghosts of the fallow field. Let the fawns rattle on the roof above. They can't reach the center of this fragile love. first thin ice on the miller's lake. So I'll be the wall and I'll be the light, and I'll keep the velvet tucked in tight tonight. 'Cause out there it's thistle, all needle then storm. While on some valley we always mourn, but in here it's velvet, it's cotton and skin. This is the place where the softest begins. Yeah, the world is a briar tangled design, but in here it's velvet. Let the thistles grow